Cruise ships are all about spending money with no limit. But do you know there are many things that are free, included, or available just by asking the right person the right question? And cruise lines have absolutely no incentive to hand you that list. So that's what this video is. 10 things, real ones, no tricks, no nonsense. And I'll tell you exactly how to actually get them. Because knowing something exists and knowing how to claim it are two very different things. Number 1, audit your loyalty benefits properly. Most people who are part of a cruise loyalty program know about the obvious stuff. Priority boarding, maybe a discount on a drink package. They see the top of the iceberg and assume that's all there is. It isn't. Buried inside most loyalty programs are perks that go completely unclaimed. Complimentary laundry bags, free meals at specialty restaurants, spa discounts, invitations to events that never appear in the daily planner. On certain Holland America sailings, loyalty members are entitled to a free photo print of the ship. But you only get it if you walk up to the photo desk and ask for it specifically. Nobody comes and finds you. The other thing people don't realize is that these benefits aren't uniform across ships. What you're entitled to on one vessel in the fleet might be different on another, and the only way to find out is to ask. On embarkation day, before you do anything else, find the loyalty desk or the guest services host and ask them one specific question. What is the complete list of benefits I'm entitled to at my current status level on this particular ship? Write it down, then use every single one. Number 2, the audit raffle and why almost nobody wins it. On the first afternoon of your cruise, when most passengers are at the buffet or fighting with their luggage, the spa is running a free open house, tour of the facilities, a little introduction to the treatments on offer, and a raffle. Prizes vary by ship, but we're talking free massages, facials, vouchers worth anywhere from $50 to $200. Legitimate prizes. Here's where it gets interesting. The raffle draw almost always happens around the same time as the sail-away party. Deliberately, because by then most of the people who signed up have drifted off to the deck with a drink in their hand watching the port disappear. The room that was full an hour ago, suddenly much smaller. So your job is simple. Show up to the open house, tell them you'd like to enter the raffle, and then actually stay until the draw. I know that sounds obvious, and yet. Number 3, you're allowed to order more in the dining room. This one genuinely surprises people. Most passengers sit down in the main dining room, pick one starter, one main, one dessert, and that's dinner, which is fine. But on the majority of mainstream cruise lines, that's not actually the limit, it's just the assumption. Extra starters and extra desserts? Ask and you'll almost always get them at no additional charge. I've watched entire tables order 2 or 3 appetizers each, and nobody batted an eye. A second dessert? Not a problem. Main courses are where it gets more complicated. Some lines now charge for a second entree, so it's worth checking on your first evening rather than assuming. Just ask your waiter directly before you order. And if there was a dish from the previous night's menu that you're still thinking about, a soup, a salad, something simple, mention it to the head waiter earlier in the day. Not at dinner, earlier. Give the kitchen time and they'll often accommodate it. The menu's more of a suggestion than people think. Number 4, free drinks do exist, you just have to be in the right room. No, this isn't about smuggling anything on board. 2 legitimate spots that most cruisers miss. The Captain's Welcome event, listed in your daily planner, usually day 1 or 2. People skim past it assuming it's a photo opportunity. Some of those events include complimentary drinks for the duration. Read the full description. If it mentions beverages, show up close to the start, not halfway through. The drink service ends when the event does. The art auction events are the other one. Most ships partner with an outside gallery company to run these, and they almost always include a complimentary glass of champagne at the door. No bid required, no minimum spend, no awkward follow-up. You can sit, enjoy the presentation, finish your drink, and leave. Neither of these is a secret exactly, they're just right there in the planner. They just look like things you'd skip. Number 5, stop buying bottled water. I say this with love. The tap water in your cabin is filtered. The water coming out of the dispensers at the Lido buffet is filtered. It's safe, it's free, and on a 7-night sailing, the amount of money passengers spend on bottled water from the ship's shop is genuinely staggering. At the buffet, most mainstream lines include complimentary water, iced tea, lemonade, and regular coffee throughout the day. Carnival and Royal Caribbean both officially list these as included. Soda is different. That costs extra. Bottled water from the bar costs extra. But the stuff at the self-serve station, free. Pack a reusable water bottle, fill it at the buffet, done. This is not a complicated tip. It's just one that's easy to overlook when you're in holiday mode and everything feels like a small purchase. Number 6. Your cabin steward can do more than you think. On your first encounter with your cabin steward, not tomorrow, the first time you see them, have a proper conversation. Ships carry a limited number of mattress toppers. They go to the people who ask for them on day 1 before the supply runs out. Same with extra pillows, different firmness pillows if what's there doesn't suit you. Carnival officially provides bathrobes on request for all guests. Norwegian has them available in certain cabin categories. On other lines, it varies, but the answer's always either yes or no, and asking costs nothing. Beyond comfort items, if you booked a suite, a mini suite, or even a higher tier balcony, ask your steward specifically what's included with your cabin category. Cruise lines don't hand you a checklist. Daily fruit deliveries, upgraded coffee service, priority dining reservations, these things can be available on request, and if you don't request them, they often simply don't appear. What complimentary amenities and services come with this cabin category? One question, ask it on day 1. Number 7. The casino runs free lessons and almost nobody goes. When a cruise ship is docked in port, the casino can't open, local laws. So the dealers, who still have to be there, use that time to run free gaming lessons. Blackjack, roulette, poker, craps, the basics, the rules, the bets with the best odds. And because most passengers are off the ship exploring, these sessions run in very small groups. You're not sitting in a lecture, you're essentially getting a personal tutorial from someone who deals cards for a living. Even if you have zero intention of gambling, it's a genuinely interesting way to spend an hour when you're back from port early or just not feeling another beach day. Check the daily planner for gaming lessons, or just walk into the casino during quiet hours and ask. Number 8. The free entertainment is better than people give it credit for. I think a lot of cruisers have this idea that the included entertainment is the filler between paid activities, which is genuinely backwards. Broadway-style production shows on Royal Caribbean ships, full cast, full production, the kind of show you'd pay £60 for in London, are included in the fare. Not an add-on, included. Carnival runs live versions of Family Feud and Deal or No Deal with real audience participation. Comedy clubs, live music sets, magic shows across Norwegian, Holland America, and others, all part of what you've already paid for. Physical activities too. Royal Caribbean's Flow Rider surf simulators are included on ships that carry them. The Carnival Skyride suspended bikes on Vista, Horizon, and Panorama, free. Rock climbing walls, mini golf, rope courses, included. The instinct to only take seriously the things that cost extra is understandable, but on a modern cruise ship, what you've already paid for is genuinely substantial. One more thing on this, trivia. Free to join, runs multiple times on sea days. Winners typically get small branded prizes, caps, bags, ship merchandise, a bottle of wine occasionally, depending on the ship. The prizes aren't the main event, but they're real, and the competition for actually collecting them is far smaller than you'd expect, because most people aren't thinking about it. Check the daily planner for sessions marked with a prize symbol. Show up to win. Number 9. Guest services is more useful than a shop. Before you go to the onboard shop for something you forgot to pack, try guest services first. Most cruise lines keep basic amenity kits. Toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, shaving foam. These are typically available at a very small charge or no charge, enough to get you through until the next port, where you can pick up whatever you actually like from a local shop for a fraction of what the ship charges. Ponchos too. This one surprises people. If rain's forecast at a port of call and you don't have a jacket, mention it to your cabin steward. Several cruise lines will provide a basic poncho at no charge. Not every line does, but it costs nothing to ask. And if your luggage was damaged during the embarkation process, a broken zip, a cracked wheel, report it to guest services the same day. The ship has a maintenance team, and damage caused during boarding is often repaired free of charge. Damage you arrived with gets lower priority, but for something minor, it's worth putting your name on the list. Number 10. Tell them what you're celebrating. This last one is less of a hack than more of a reminder. If there's a genuine occasion happening on your cruise, a birthday, an anniversary, a honeymoon, and you haven't mentioned it to anyone, that's on you. Cruise lines have small discretionary gestures set aside for exactly these moments. A decorated dessert, balloons at the dinner table, a card in the cabin, sometimes a bottle of sparkling wine. These aren't guaranteed, they're not policy items, and they vary enormously by line, ship, and crew. But they happen, regularly, for the passengers who actually said something. Tell guest services, mention it to your cabin steward when you meet them. Let your dining room server know on the first evening. The crew's entire job is to make guests happy. They genuinely want the excuse to do something nice. If you can, have your travel agent add a note to the booking before you sail. Then just reinforce it on board. Don't overthink it, just say it out loud. So, if this helped, a like goes a long way on this channel. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of thing. And tell me in the comments, which tip are you actually going to use on your next sailing? I read them all. See you in the next one.